Welcome to Guide to Points. Just a reminder that if you haven't watched our introduction video #1, you'll want to do that before continuing. In this course, we're going to talk about building a team of people who can help you on your points journey. Members of your team are your spouse, your friends, or members of the same household. These are people that you can share this information with, and you can help each other with things like rotating opening cards and referring each other to cards to get the referral points. So for example, you can refer other people, usually up to 5 times a year, and for each referral, you can get up to 20,000 points depending on the card as soon as they meet their minimum spend. People on your team can also help you meet the minimum spend on your credit cards. Some members of your team can help you meet the minimum spend on a card to get the welcome offer. On a personal card, you can get extra physical cards by adding what they called an authorized user to the account. However, I don't recommend this because having an authorized user will count against that authorized user's 524 number with Chase. And if you're not familiar with that rule, watch our types of cards video and our business cards video that goes into that rule in more detail. But basically, Chase Bank will not issue you any credit cards if you've opened 5 or more personal cards in the last 24 months. So if you make someone an authorized user on your personal card, then that counts against their 524 number. What I suggest instead is when you receive your card, you add it to your Google Wallet and any members of your team's Google Wallet. If they don't use Google Wallet, then what I do is I'll add it to my Google Wallet and then I will give them the physical card to use. Then they use that card on all of their everyday spending too. Be sure to have them track what they spend so they can pay you back. They can do this by having them turn in receipts or writing it down. You can also link several bank accounts in your credit card portal. So when you make payments weekly, because remember, we pay off our card weekly, you can go in and choose which bank account that you want to pay from. So again, every week as I'm going through and making my payment on my cards, I will take the total that each person has spent that week and I will pay it directly from their checking account because they have given me the information and authorization to add that as a linked account in my credit card portal to make those payments. Let's talk for just a minute about why sometimes there is a good reason to make someone an authorized user on your account. Remember, this will give them their own physical card, but sometimes you have somebody who needs to build up their credit or maybe doesn't have any credit, like a child who you know that's responsible enough to start doing this. It can actually help them to build their credit, so that is the only instance that I would recommend putting an authorized user on an account. So when you add an authorized user, the credit card company requires their information like their social security number. Then that card is reported on their own personal credit report. It will help boost their credit score because it counts as a new credit line and you're going to pay off the balance every month, so it's going to help their payment history and it will also give them available credit. So if you want to learn more about credit, watch our video on credit scores. Now let's talk about working on a business card minimum spend with your team. Business cards are great because you can get employee cards for each member of your team. Depending on the type of card, you can get up to 5 employee cards. And employee cards do not affect that person's personal credit. In fact, a lot of times you don't even need to enter their social security number. All you enter is their name and their address. And a lot of times I put my address or the business address as their address. Then they get their own physical card. All the card numbers will be different, but again, I just keep track of those on a spreadsheet, or you can keep track of them just on a handwritten piece of paper if you need to. But the statement will also break those up as well. So you can see each person and what they're spending separated out on the statement, which is really nice. Again, when you go to pay off that credit card every week, if it's personal spending that they're doing, you can make sure that they're paying you back for that. Or again, you can link their account so that they can pay it directly from their checking account from the credit card portal. So business cards, again, are really nice. This has helped you understand how having people on your team is important. If not, remember to keep following my Instagram and watching these videos and using the links in my link tree. And now that you're on my team, please use my links to apply for your new card once you're ready to start on your own points journey. Always remember that wherever your points take you, to enjoy the journey.